Well, welcome back, Twin Cities. I am so excited to introduce our next guest. Like the four of us, we had a chance to get in on her platform. If you are not in Clubhouse, okay, you've got to get up in the mix. It's the new space. She's going to tell us all about the app, but you can create groups within this app, right? Different groups, women's groups, media groups, whatever you want to create. And Christina Holder is the creator of the largest club for women in the Clubhouse called Women in Business. Welcome, Christina.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much,
Hi.
Natalie. I'm so excited to be here. Happy Saturday. And I just thank you. Appreciate allowing me to have a platform to speak about what I'm doing because I'm so excited about it.
Well, we're going to have to shout out Sherelle Swain because she's the real MVP. My sister connects me with like everything and everyone. She hits me up. She's like, Natalie, are you on Clubhouse? She's like, well, my friend has like the second largest group on Clubhouse. And I'm like, okay, what's Clubhouse? We get up in the Clubhouse and Christina's at like 80,000 people in her group. And in the last week, you have hit number one on the Clubhouse with the largest 130,000 women.
Wow, that's crazy.
In your space. So talk a little bit about Clubhouse, what it is. You've been letting us share your platform, sharing with your women. It's incredible. So tell us all about it.
So I thought it was really fascinating. I found out about Clubhouse last fall, and it was, a friend of mine had mentioned to me that there's this audio-based platform where you can, meet people. I downloaded it and I joined. It is invite only, so I received an invitation. Being in business, I just decided to create a club. And so I did that. I took that initiative and started a club, Women in Business. It was just very, generic. And I figured that this would be a way for me to kind of curate the content that I was seeing on my app. After the first day, about 500 other women joined. And I was like, really, the next day I woke up, I was like, wow, okay. I don't know who these women are, but this is really amazing. The week after that, the group started growing just organically. There was 1,000 more people who joined. And then it got to the point where around 1,500 people were joining after that, like the next day. So like growing exponentially was just incredible. And from there, it just kind of caught on as wildfire. And so it got to the point where within 3 months, the group has grown so much that we reached 130,000. We passed the club in just 3 months. And without any marketing, I'm a finance professional and I work during the day, so I incorporate and leave space for Clubhouse, maybe on lunchtime or after work or in the evenings. And so, without any structure, our community grew. There was a sense of belonging that people found in the club. And I think that's so important, especially in times like this, like all this uncertainty and just being isolated. We crave belonging and we really thrive in those spaces.
That's good, Christina. And I've personally been in one of the chats, and it's just nice to like re-engage in a social way. So I love that. And can you tell us more about like what's your vision going forward for the Women in Business Club?
That's it. Thank you for that, Michaela. So I spend a lot of time thinking about that. And I also get a lot of questions as well. But I really like that, I kind of, in a way, democratized, this, who's allowed to be an influencer, on this social media app. And I think that is also one of the reasons that, the club Women in Business has been so successful because I've been, I'm really passionate about empowering women, about celebrating, each of our unique identities and affirming our competence, because I think so often we're, told we're not enough, we're told we're, we form and feel like an imposter in certain situations. So, having experienced that personally, it's so important for me to make sure that others feel comfortable, welcomed, and excited to just add value. So my vision is to continue that and not lose sight of that. But also to just work on creating a network that is more tangible. This app, Clubhouse, it is in beta mode, so they are building the app out as we go along in a way. And so we have this unique opportunity to be like early adopters of this. And this has happened before with Pinterest, I believe. There was like a time and period where a lot of the users were able to be early adopters and to kind of help, chart out the course of the actual app. In my experience, I've seen it's mainly, it has mainly been, women of color, honestly, that have really carried this app and helped it get to this valuation of 1 billion, which was released.
I was just going to get into that.
Crazy.
The $1 billion valuation for the corporation. And I'm curious if you've spoken to any of the owners of the company, just being that you are number one on their app.
So that's a very good question, Natalie. And that's a question I've been getting a lot. So I am in contact with the leadership team. We don't have, we haven't had a sit down just yet, but we are in talks of formalizing that process because they've seen that, our club is a force to be reckoned with, and that literally, there's that there needs to be more attention and more just spotlight and visibility on the work that or the value that we've created, right? And this reminds me of Tiffany Haddish. She actually became the first user on the app to reach 1 million followers. And that was really significant. And I was actually talking with her in a room, in the past about 2 weeks ago. And, she said that no one from the app had reached out to her. And that kind of made me frustrated because it kind of goes into the reason why I'm so adamant about us being able to create community, because I feel like we work so hard and we contribute so much to
and can still be marginalized.
Exactly.
Can still be marginalized. And not only is it with women, but it's also people of color. And today it seems we're talking a lot about diversity and inclusion, but that's just another great example.
What would you say some of the chat room rules or etiquette are to be mindful of on Clubhouse? Because I'm kind of new in that space still. So,
be patient with each other and just to extend grace, because the topics can range. And sometimes, we just need to catch ourselves sometimes just to make sure that we're not alienating anyone and that we're just being mindful of our differences.
For those at home, can you share how someone can join your club and get involved?
The best way to get involved or to access the app is first by downloading it on the App Store and then reserving your username. So while you may not have an invitation, there is a chance to at least get this process started and to join the wait list. Now, the second part of that is if you have a contact, someone who's in your address book, if they are on the app and you two are, mutual contacts, they can have an opportunity to accept you into the app and move the wait list. So it'd be worth just finding out, who in your immediate circle is on the app and can allow you to jump the wait list.
So happy you're here. It's been a great morning visiting with so many different girl bosses across the country and at home. I hope you're catching these gems, ladies. If you've been looking for community or even just trying to figure out how to pivot from in-person networking, you have to check out Christina on Clubhouse under Woman, WOMXN, in business. It's been a game changer for me. We're going to take a break and be right back.
If you missed last week's episode of The Connect Show, don't fret. Binge watch Netflix style, only on YouTube at Natalie's Network. You see, we're not just creating female-based content. We are handing you the blueprint to success. Every Saturday, catching up close and personal peek with high-influence women on The Connect Show Texas, The Connect Show South Florida, and oh yeah, The Connect Show Twin Cities.